This is Nick, and he has selective mutism. It all started long ago when he was a kid.
My name's Nick. I'm 24 years old, and I have had selective mutism. If you don't know what selective mutism is, it's when a certain individual chooses who they want to talk to. So, for example, when I was a kid, I didn't talk to parents or teachers, and in this video, I want to talk about my life with selective mutism, how people with selective mutism can cope with it, and how people that know others that have selective mutism, how they can help them in the future. So this is my life with selective mutism. So I had selective mutism pretty much my whole life. I'm 24 years old and I'm now starting to get out of it. And when I was young, a lot of people thought I was depressed. And no, I was not depressed. No, not whatsoever, because I keep a positive mind. I'm always positive. But that doesn't mean that other people with this condition might be. It could possibly be happening. But for me, I was always the cheerful dude. But you know, because of this, that could have been an assumption for some. But I wasn't depressed. Even though I didn't really talk, I still played sports in and out of school. I still had that communication with kids, even though I didn't talk to adults. I still had fun with kids around my age, and I don't know when this started. It just all of a sudden started, this kind of symptom of mine, but it was around the first grade. I don't know why it happened, it just did, and it just stuck with me. And around like the third grade, when others were asked to read when I was picked, I always had to show where everyone was, so I could look like I'm just being caught up and stuff. And in 5th grade, I started my mom, I was reading to her and she was hiding a recorder underneath the table, and I was being recorded reading books, and later I found out, and I was okay with it. Also in 5th grade, my teacher, who was pretty cool, but she handed out $50 saying if I could read this one word off of this one magazine we were reading in class, she'd give me $50. And I didn't do it. A lot of my friends from school were just like, why didn't you? I don't know, I just didn't. They kind of bugged me for a little bit, but it was all cool. When I was in 6th grade, the teachers decided to give me this portable washboard thing so I can write down questions and answers and all that and just communicate a little bit more. But I'll say the good thing about being in a school from preschool to 8th grade was a lot of people knew me, a lot of people knew my parents, so we kind of had an understanding of me, and they kind of coped with me and tried to help me a little bit as well. And I was also picked on starting in 6th grade a little bit, but not too much. It was just little jabs here and there, always being the person for keep away. And in 7th grade, there was this spelling bee. You know, I was still on that chalkboard, washboard thing, the erase board, and for my grade, I was part of the few that got in, and then we faced the rest of the school. And I did not want to go to school that day because it was embarrassing a little bit. Like, oh, this guy that doesn't talk has to use this little board thing to spell out his words. And right away, I just wanted to get out of there, so I just made up some random word and just try it out. And in 7th grade, that's when I was also asked to mouth out words instead of, even though I still used the portable erase board, I was still mouthing out words. When I was going to high school, I was thinking to myself, maybe I should just start talking a little bit. And homeroom for freshman orientation, my homeroom teacher was calling out everyone's name. I was like heart was beating a little bit, because at that moment I'm like, I probably should just start. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here. And since then, I started talking in high school, started talking to teachers. I was still a little shy, I guess, but it was still a good going process. And high school wasn't that bad. Like, I knew people. It was a small high school, so everyone knew me. I knew everyone, and nothing really crazy happened. Just at that time, I was just still trying to recover and just doing my best to get out of what was going through me in grade school. And I was just trying to talk more and everything. And then in college, I was pretty normal, a normal kid. I was talking to everybody. I was more outgoing, and even at the university that I went to after the community college, I took on more roles, and I had to communicate with a lot more people around the school and be more adult-like, I guess. So that was a good experience for me to open up a little bit more, because now that I'm a graduate, I'm out in the real world trying to get my life together. So it's been a crazy life so far.